Amen. I thank God for today. Oh my, I thank God for the fathers. Today, I'm going to share and talk to you about Deacon Joe D. Miles Jr. Amen. Deacon Miles. Deacon Miles, a deacon I met down here in North Carolina. It's been a year ago now since he went on to glory. But he really impacted my life. Amen. One thing about him, I know that he, without a shadow of doubt, is the most faith talking person I ever met, personally. And that's even out of preachers, bishops. Everything was faith. Now I met him, he wasn't one to go to the doctors for this or the doctors for that. He wasn't wanting to take medications. One time I was like, yeah, I need to go get this medicine for my blood pressure. He's like, Bishop, you taking pills? So, oh boy, here you go. You're gonna get it, let in on me a little bit. But he is a strong man of faith. And one thing about it, he was a warrior. I can say that. He is the one that used to get up every morning, and it's about 4 in the morning, get this truck and go right out. If you had to work, he'd go right out, right up and down the back roads, what they call it. If he see somebody walking, he'll pull over, talk to a witness one. He was known to go into a certain coffee shop early in the day with him and his Bible and just minister to the people as they come by. So he's well known in the community out there in Burlington, North Carolina, Alamance County, Fall River, everywhere. Everybody know him. Even in Greensboro, they know him. I'm wearing this shirt that they made he's called the Running Man. One thing about it, he get happy in church, the spirit fall on him, he taking off. And he did all this, and before he left it. He's 80 something years old, but imagine a man of God out there in this vehicle truck driving to witness to people up in the 70s, early 80s, until his health enabled that, made it that he couldn't do so. That was a great example of a true man of God. He knew his word. Amen. He knew his word. He was an encourager to pastors, leaders. He would share what God laid on his heart to share. And you couldn't shake his faith at all. Thank God for him. Another thing about him, he was a funny man. God knows he had a sense of humor. A couple of times I was the end of the blood of some of his jokes. I remember one time going out there to call myself helping him out, chop some wood. So he showed me how to do it. I'm trying to do it. He said, all right, Bishop, okay, all right. Good job. We got the Wednesday night Bible study. At the Bible study, he gathered the fellas around. Boy, he made fun of me so bad. He makes fun of me so bad, I started laughing. He said, I felt sorry for him. Then it dawned on me, he from New York City. He don't know nothing about cutting no wood. But that was deep. He was funny. I'm gonna walk in the mail course one time. So I walked in and I see all the fellas here, got down laughing. Nice hot summer day. I called myself going to dress up in a nice short outfit. As soon as I walked in, I said, what did Deke say? If they could stand and say, Deke said, boy, look at them chicken legs come walking in this door. So they just cracking up. I said, oh boy, that's Deke. And a funny sense of humor, boy. And then he's the type that would impact anybody's life. Anybody he wants to make friends anywhere. He's a real man of God. And I thank God that I had an opportunity to get to know him. He accepted me into his family. Because, right now at this time, I don't have no family down here in this area. So if something never happened, if you ever leave and never come back through here, you got a place to stay. You got a room right upstairs. And that means a lot, You can lay your head if you're traveling through, and his beautiful wife, Mother Miles, Mother Jean Miles. I thank God for him. I was adopted to the family. We adopted to the family. I'm the one that was greater adopted. I gave her some birth adoption papers. She said, I'm the only one ever give her some papers. I had typed up for adoption. So make sure I'm in the family. But I thank God for both of them. And I thank God for the day he's missed. He's missed. But I thank God I can live with all the memories that they would never leave my mind. The things he said, the things he shared the day before he left. We went to see him. You know, it's like, you know, if I can get you back up, man, and walk it, man, I can go out there with you. You know, and let loose of the job. Well, God told you to do, you better do what God told you to do, Bishop. But he looked at me when I was getting ready to leave. He said, Bishop, I'm gonna let you know, never stop praying. Don't ever cease from praying. And seeking the face of God. When he looked at me in my eyes, I know he knew. That's his way of saying goodbye. He said something to my wife. That's his way of saying goodbye. We kind of knew it. We don't want it to be. But less than 24 hours, he was going on. But we thank God for him. We thank God for the legacy left behind, man. Beautiful family. His daughter's my sister's son. That's my brother. Thank God he's a powerful, anointed man of God. Joe D. Miles III. So if you're ever down in this area, the First Baptist Church, you're going to hear the word. He can preach and will preach and teach. You might see him on my Facebook link. Pastor Joe D. Miles III. So we thank God, amen, for Pastor Miles. And we thank God for his father, the great Joe D. Miles Jr. Great man and a great father. Amen. I love him. God bless you all. One thing I do want to point out, you know, I was blessed to meet the family based upon a co-worker at the job, Sister Shalita. Amen. Getting with her, she don't say we shared different things we prayed about before I really met the family. So things come up, we just start praying, even at the job, praying about it. So even with her, I said, well, come over there, fellowship, check out the church. That was it. Amen. And another sister, Val Jean, we just celebrated her birthday on Sunday. Amen. We thank God for him. We thank God for his favorite daughter-in-law, we named Miles. We thank God for them all. Amen. I thank God, you know, that's one thing about that family, that is a cook in his family. God knows that food be so good. Y'all just, yeah, they want to help blow Bishop up. Yes, they did. Want to make the greatest red velvet cakes that I ever taste. Yeah, might get water thinking about it right now, but we thank God for that family, that entire family. Down to the singing granddaughters. They may try to get them to do that group thing, you know. So I have to be one of the third of the managers, but I just put this on this video just in case. All right, we love you all. Thank God for you all. Amen. One thing I got to put in there, amen. He was known as JD. Many know him as Deacon JD Miles. And he used to be a rider, had a motorcycle ride back in the days, down throughout the years. Instead of how he used to lay that bike down on the side, just be flying. Well, he had so many stories you could tell. There's, you know, with a bike week down there in Myrtle Beach, he was there. Even in his senior years, he used to go down there on bike week. There's a group of them that knew him. Amen. He gathered around. Whoever gave him a chance to talk about the goodness of Jesus, he's going to do it. And he was respected because they respected for who he was. So he used to look forward to that and go down there and tell about the goodness of Jesus. Yeah, we had great testimonies and things that God had delivered them from, God that brought them out. Amen. But we thank God for, amen, that God saved them, healed them, delivered them, set them free. Amen. From some things in life. Tough man. Amen. Didn't take nothing. We don't want to forget that part, but we thank God for his testimony, his humble self. Thank God when his songs used to lead with us with the miracles is try Jesus. He's all right. I done tried him, and I know he's all right. Amen. So we thank God for him. I forgot to add, I gotta add that in. Amen. Just the shirt, if I can. Let me see if I can put this down. For that. Yeah. JD Miles Journey. And on the back of my shirt, they have what I wanted instead of his name as Father or Godfather. I put Man of Faith. Me and Jackie on the back of our shirt at the top, Man of Faith. So we thank God for it. Amen. Rest in peace, D. We love you.